What's it been like getting back to bowl prep now?
It's really been good. We had an off week. Coach let us kind of rest a little bit. Been doing personal workouts with like the strength staff and all that. But it's really good to get back prepping for Arizona and go end out on a bang for real. Haven't won a bowl game yet, so hopefully we can get the dub and end out on a good note for me.
Yeah, I guess between the Cal game and then the bowl games and how they've kind of gone the last few times, how important is it to get a win this time?
Really, because Coach always says he always my fault. He always talks about finishing. So even though we took an L that we wasn't supposed to take, as long as I feel like if we win this bowl game, we finish on the right note. Finishing against a top 20 team, a team who's been doing good this year. So just being able to finish and knowing that, like, even though things didn't go the right way, we finished the right way. So.
You talk about that finishing the right way in the season, but also just in terms of the senior class and finishing out their careers, is that also a little bit of motivation there as well?
Yeah, yes, because just the past times, just seeing all the tears in the locker room, me knowing that's my last memory with all the old guys, I really don't want that for myself. So, just wanted to go out there, give it my all, have fun with the guys while we're out there, and just know that whenever that clock hits zero, that I gave it my all, we all gave it all, and we got the dub at the end.
The emotions of playing your last game, what is it starting to kind of come into picture a little bit for you?
Yeah, a little bit. Just knowing that's like trying to see how I explain this. Really, just the emotions kind of hit, but not honestly not really. Just knowing that I kind of have a chance of playing at the next level. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna hit more whenever that time comes. Because in high school, I didn't feel. Like at the senior night, I didn't really feel nothing. But once the last game when we lost in playoffs, that's when I really felt it. So I probably, when that clock is zero, like I was saying earlier, that's probably when I would feel and be like, dang, I'm not a Mustang no more. So no, but it's all. I'm not ready for it.
And with the bowl game, maybe some younger guys getting some opportunities. How excited are you for some of the younger guys to show off their game in front of the nation?
Really excited because they don't see what I see in practice. So every day in practice and Indy one-on-ones, team, I see them every day. I see a different person show what they're capable of. So I know what they're capable of. So just knowing that this is the first chance of other people to get their eyes on the guys that's going to be just going to take a step in the leader role in the future. I'm just excited for everybody, and just knowing that I'm leaving the team with good hands, knowing that I have a lot of guys behind me who's going to step up.
What do you see from this Arizona offense on film?
They got a good quarterback, good receivers, a really good all-around offense. The quarterback, has a good quick release. He whenever he knows where to go with the ball, he does a good job. But really just, I feel like as long as we execute and do our job, there's nothing to really be worried about.
How do you balance any of the pressure, ACC Big 12 kind of matchups and things like that?
Honestly, just knowing that we took 2 Big 12 losses early in the year, so it's kind of a little bit of pressure knowing that we don't want to go 0-3 against Big 12, let all the critics say what they want to say. So really just, like I said, we want to get a dub with the ACC Big 12 matchup. Want to get a dub, finish it on the right note, just really all types of things. But at the end of the day, we just got to win. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Bud. Good luck. How bowl practice has been now that you guys are back in the full swing of things?
I love it. I was getting tired of like a little break after Cal. It's good to get back in the groove of things and starting to look forward to the next opponent. Because now we know who we're playing. We're playing Arizona, and I love football, so I'm glad to be back in it.
What stands out about them on tape?
Their quarterback, he's very accurate. Offensive linemen real big, running backs real physical, receivers make tough catches in traffic, so it's going to be a great challenge.
For the linebacker room, obviously Kyle announced his intentions to enter the portal, but it seems like there's the opportunity to bring a good chunk of the room back. How exciting is that to play this final game and know what this room could be in the future?
It's good because, like you said, it's opportunity, and there's still a lot more room to grow. There's potential to be there, and the only thing that we know what to do is attack it and go maximize our potential and maximize our opportunities ahead of us.
You gonna be back next year? Was it kind of all that like, doing just because of the way the calendar is? What's that like, kind of having that there?
I'll be back. I start my grad program, my orientation Thursday, and get my master's next December. Graduate with that, and I'm gonna be back for my 4th year.
Cool.
So yes, sir.
What is seeing the group that you guys have had this year emerge? Yeah, what was that like watching everybody play off of each other and get the experience and do all the things?
It's great because like now it's better competition, right, which is also amazing. But if we think we would have done something different on a play, and we like pull each other aside, and like there's no pride in the room, right? There's no like, oh, I had this many tackles or this, that, the fourth. It's, hey, I think I would have done this. What you think? And we're just bouncing ideas off each other all constantly. Like, we're calling each other like, hey, like, what you think on this play? And it's amazing. It's a true brotherhood.
When you look at somebody like Mark, who got a little bit of playing time late in the season, what is that like getting now another game for him where it doesn't count against redshirt or anything? He can just go out there if he gets some opportunity.
It's exciting because now he's kind of at the point where it's like, look where you were in the spring and look where you're at now. Like, it's night and day. And I'm sure if y'all watch practice, y'all can see it. And you can see it start clicking. You can see his eyes. Like, it's great to see because you see like a true ball player coming and growing into the person that we know he could be. And now he's like, this is why y'all were yelling at me, you know? So it's like, it's great because you're seeing him grow up, essentially. I love it.
And you talk about, coming back next year, but it's a really big senior class. How much do you guys, and how much motivation is there to send them off in the right way and come out with a win?
Absolutely. I mean, just in general, as a competitor, you don't want to lose off your last game, right? Of course, our last game was very disappointing, but the only thing we could do now is try to win and win in a dominant fashion. And that would be the best way to not only send them off in a win, but roll momentum into the winter going into off season.
You guys talk about just kind of the bowl, last bowl SMU won was back in 2012, and kind of getting that on the right track, or
yes,
you guys just go out and try to win the game?
Yeah, I mean, not only like coming off of a win, going into momentum for the winter, and sending the seniors off, but then it's also setting and breaking that old record of not winning a bowl game in 12 years. And so it's like there's multiple things that we can look forward to, not only like going to San Diego and playing in a warm setting. Like, we're not going to Boston. It's just like we're going to a nice area, and there's so much potential and opportunities there that I know everybody on the team loves to and wants to take advantage of.
You excited to go to San Diego? Have you ever been out west?
Yes, I have. I've been to LA, San Diego. Me and Brandon took a trip 2 years ago to, I think, Crystal Beach, something like that. I think it's like an hour north from San Diego. So yeah, I'm not really familiar with the area, but I know my way around it a little bit.
Cool. Anything else to add about the Arizona offense and the challenges they present?
O-line's big and physical. Special teams, they got a good kicker, strong kicker. I think it's like 95% touchbacks. So it's going to be a great challenge. We're really excited. Top 20 opponent in the country. So we only been ranked twice in the season, preseason, and then after Louisville. So it's amazing. I'm excited. So yes, sir.
Cool. Thanks, man.
You're good. Blood.
Appreciate it.
What have you seen from the group now that you've been back on the field for a few days?
The last couple of days we had two really good practices. I think they have an urgency to want to go in and compete and finish the season off the right way. I think they know that it's a really formidable opponent that we do have, and so it's another opportunity, and an opportunity to hopefully finish the season out on a positive note. So we got a lot of work to keep prepping. I want them to be able to enjoy the bowl time and the festivities, but the challenge has been, let's be focused and treat this like we have other big games, and because it's a top 20 team and a really good opponent. So I think the focus is getting there, been good. Have to watch the film, kind of see where we're at, but all in all, I think a lot of positives, and I think the guys are excited for the opportunity.
What challenges does the Arizona offense present?
Quarterback that can run and is very efficient getting the ball out. So you've got a dual threat guy that you have to contain when it's drop back. He knows where to go with the football, spits it out quick, and then the ability to run the quarterback as well. So you combine all those things, stresses you in all three levels. Your rush lanes, being able to affect them, being clean in your zone coverage, and then being able to fit up all the quarterback run game that comes with it too. So.
What's going into the planning regarding the upperclassmen and wanting to finish strong, but also now that you don't have to worry about red shirts and the younger guys playing in certain games, getting them opportunities?
Yeah, we want to win the game, and so the planning is let's get the best 11 players out there to win the football game, and if that's a freshman that hasn't played, great. If it's the senior great. Like we want to put the best 11 guys out possible, and I think there's some time in some of the practice prep that we've built in to, be able to get some guys in different positions for the future and some of those things that you're trying to evaluate and see how quickly they can retain some stuff just to have a better understanding of our depth chart moving forward, going into January and spring ball. But, we're going to play the best 11 and roll the next best 11 to win the game, and that's our goal and our mindset.
What have you thought about the mindset of the team coming off a disappointing finish, but now you get a top 20 opponent?
Yeah, I mean, I think like anything, I think you had a couple weeks where, just like I felt, you just kind of felt like, man, your soul was ripped out, and just, the way we went through some of those tough, I mean, just the entirety of the season has been such a roller coaster. To win some of the games that we've won and then to lose in the fashion that we've lost some of the games has been it's been hard emotionally on them, and so I think we all went through that. I think they went through that, and then you came back in and you reset it and talked to them about finishing the way that we've talked to them the whole season, and we did not finish the regular season the way that we wanted to, obviously. So an opportunity to play a top 25 team, and I think the kids are excited. I think our guys, I mean, number one, we're not playing in the freezing cold, so that's a huge plus. I mean, I think if we were, playing a game in Boston, that'd be a little bit different. But so you got great weather, you got a great opponent, you got a quality marquee bowl game. So I think all of those things, once you let it settle in, it is what it is. And part about being a man is you got to do tough things, and you got to respond to adversity, and it's another opportunity to show that we can do that and who we are, and try to put our best foot forward on a national stage.
You mentioned responding to adversity. With the disappointing losses, you guys have bounced back every time this season. What does that say about the team's resiliency?
Yeah, I think it says a lot about the character of the group. I think it says a lot about the buy-in of our guys to the culture that we have. I mean, we did pursuit drill to start practice yesterday, which is for us normally a spring ball, fall camp drill, but like we wanted to emphasize, like, we're going to go out and play the game. We need to play the game the right way. And you know what? If we don't win the game and we play hard and we play physical and we're locked in and we're focused, we'll all be disappointed. But I think we can live with the fact that, hey, we did it the right way versus coming out and slopping around. And so I think it speaks a lot to the character. I think it speaks a lot to the coaching staff. I think it speaks a lot to some of the leadership that's emerged here over the course of the season. And so, I expect and we anticipate and challenge them that we need to respond again.
Any update on Isaiah and some of the other guys on the defense?
I mean, Isaiah, right now is probably won't be a go for the bowl game, not because he doesn't want to play, just, we'll continue to assess it, but, I think he would be on the doubtful side of things, just with where that is. And then Isaiah Smith, so the other Isaiah, I would say probable right now. He's rehabbing really hard. We feel confident that he'll be able to play. And then other than that, we should have everybody else ready to roll.
Harding plays for championship this weekend.
Yeah.
You gonna go? You gonna spend some time?
Yeah,
watching that?
I'll probably, if we got time, I got to look and see the kids' sports schedules. Last time they won it, we were, I can't remember what year that was. We had postseason bowl game stuff going on or whatever it was here, because it was a couple of years ago, and so I didn't get to go. But if we have time and it's not freezing cold, we'll go out there and definitely pull for those guys. They're rushing for 8 million yards this year or something crazy. It's a stat line I saw it the other day. Happy for those guys, and if we have time, we'll definitely go see them.
What has Coach Simmons meant to you?
Just from a mentor, young guy coming up in this profession, person that has always done it the right way, carried himself the right way, the way he leads, his ability to motivate. I think oftentimes that part gets overlooked, especially nowadays where, the climate is maybe a little bit more, change and, roster movement, some of those things, like just his ability to set expectations and set a culture, and just the example type of husband, type of man he is. He he was here for his my 40-year-old birthday party that my wife threw. Came down, saw us. We talk, every probably a couple of weeks. So just, when you have those people like that in your life, you can't put a price tag on that relationship and what that's meant to me and my wife and my family. So even though my kids don't really know him or his kids, but as a young guy starting out in this profession, it was something I really appreciated, that mentorship. Good. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate